The most important woman in my life, probably, I know it's not very original, but probably my mum. She's looked after me all my life, quite surprisingly.
Well, I think it's probably quite an obvious one. I'd probably say my mum. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my mum and how much time and support she gave me throughout my life, and that continues at the moment.
Probably my mum, obviously. She is the stone that I rest on. But my sister as well, she's a wonderful wee girl, and she brightens up my day and stuff like that as well. So they're both big parts of my life, and my dad and my brother are actually quite miserable most of the time, so they're the ones I get on with most.
Just like my mum and my girlfriend and that, the ones that are just solid, if you know what I mean. Always a constant in my life.
Depends what sort of areas you're talking about. There's definitely areas where there's still inequality. I think that the office generally would probably still be the biggest and obvious one. While obviously anti-discrimination laws and equality acts have come in, it's still a place. I mean, if you look at accountancy, business, marketing, law, all throughout most professions, it's still, the upper management is still quite dominated, male dominated.
A lot of people might think that inequality is nowhere near as bad as it used to be, which it isn't maybe as bad, but it's still a severe problem. So I think it's important that people still realise that it's not something of the past, it's something that is continuing and is something that people need to be aware of, and something still has to be done until we get to that stage, which hopefully won't be too far away, where we do have equality across the board.
Like, there should be something that's dealt with all the time, not just for one day a year.
Through time. There's a woman, like, I studied the French Revolution, so I've got a massive kind of obsession with it, but there was a woman during the French Revolution called Olympe de Gouges, who was like quite a sort of, she was quite a prominent writer at the time. She's incredible.
Princess Diana, before she passed away, she did a lot of good charity and volunteer work, raised a lot of issues, you know, shed light on them, and it's a shame that she passed in such a fashion that she did. She was, you know, she was good for the media as well, 'cause she was a woman that people love to love, sort of thing.
People like Michelle Obama, who, she's obviously in the public light, she's very, very different to anybody we've had before as someone's like first lady, so to speak. So I don't know, I feel like a lot of people respect her, including myself.
I used to really like Jane Goodall when I was younger, that went out and lived with the chimps, the researcher. I used to have a lot of her books and stuff like that, and I think I visited some kind of research centre in, it was in Spain, I don't know, but yeah, I used to really enjoy reading about her work, and I thought she was inspirational.
I'm a brother and I support International Women's Day.
I am a strawberry blonde and I support International Women's Day.
I'm a lover and I support International Women's Day.
I am a son and I support International Women's Day.
I'm a barman and I support International Women's Day 2014.